at the horse to see how it's jumping grasses.
He's not lonely.
His friend.
Yeah.
And also his horse shows the silence of this place, as you said
Yes.
earlier.
By the
Well, you
contrast.
could use different things to show how silent it is.
Owls howling.
Yeah, but we choose a horse jumping the grass. Okay, is it very scary if a horse is there?
No, it's
eating
very
grasses?
domesticated. Yes.
It's kind of funny, really. So on one hand, we have these
It's very safe, actually.
safe, funny.
Because horses, they feel the danger, and if it's jumping
Yes.
grass, very peaceful.
And there are no wolves around.
Yeah, that's
like,
problem. There are no wolves in Britain, we know
oh
that.
yeah, no bears, no foxes.
Okay,
What's
so
that?
on one hand, we have this a bit kind of a frightening scene, a moonlit door in the forest. On the other hand, we have this funny horse in the background. So that's very Shakespearean when you combine the two, something high and clever and something low and funny. So
Okay.
that always works, always works.
So the horse is low and funny.
Oh, it's fun, it is funny.
In your picture, it is.
It's not like, oh, I'm a clever
It's very
horse.
friendly and funny in a good way.
Yes. So the forest furniture floor. So the forest is like a floor, has a floor. So it's all like one big room, really. Yes.
Fern is a symbol of goodness and spirit.
Spirit. Yes. And also, just if you go to the forest, then you're likely to see ferns. Well, what kind of a forest is it if you see ferns?
Summer forest.
No, it's a forest where grasses grow, so it means probably leaf forest. Not
Oh, swamps.
Yeah, so I guess
It's
ferns
not-
like kind of wet places.
there are no probably pines or
People go find
oak
treasures
trees
there.
and oak trees.
When it blooms.
Really, I think the main idea here is ferning is a very nice soft word. Forest, fern, floor.
Green and juicy.
And the birds flew up out of the turret above the traveler's head. So what happens here? Now we have a turret. Now we have a better idea of the place. It's like
There's a turret.
there are turrets. So it's like a little castle, maybe. We have a window. Obviously, a window is another door. Really,
Wind door.
wind door. So it's what kind of a window is it then? Is it locked?
No, it's
No.
broke. It's burgled and
Either it's open or broken. Maybe it's just a frame if it's ruins. So another question is, why knock on the doors of a ruined place? You can see there's nobody there. It's a forgotten. It's in ruins. It's all in leaves. It's not a new place. Nobody lives there. Why do you knock and ask? Is there anybody there? Is it normal?
Well, some monks live in left places, and the traveler, as we know from this poem, it's night. So the traveler wants to sleep a bit and maybe eat, and he saws the left place, and maybe there's a monk.
Yeah.
Maybe there's
could be.
someone sleeping and he needs to wake
Yeah,
up.
like you never know. So maybe he knows. Hiding. Hurry. Sleeping.
Speed.
In a hurry.
Hurry. In a hurry.
Hide in this place. His horse.
like someone is chasing him and he wants to.
Maybe he's looking for a shelter
Yeah,
there.
shelter.
So now we don't
a
really
refugee.
know why is he there. Why is he doing those strange things? They're strange to us because we don't know why. It's something logical and normal to him, obviously, because he just comes there, knock knock, who's there? Yeah. So now we have this a door down here. It's his door, and another door window up there above the traveler's head. So immediately we have levels. Down here, the ground, the horse, the grasses, the fern, we can see it. And now we look up. and we see a bird. A bird flew up.
A seagull.
Okay. So why do you need a bird?
One
change the
was
way-
the emptiness of this place that she was scared that
Mhm.
it's so empty and silent that his voice is scared.
Yes.
So
And it's very, very still, so you can see the bird, and it's very big because you see it. It's not like it's a big bird. I guess it's a small bird partly. And again, it brings a very visual movement. Because if you say a bird flew out from the window, you can see it. And it's a very quick motion. And then you can feel this stillness even better. Bird flew up from the turret. So we have levels. We have those different doors. We have a bit of action. A tiny little bit of action. Now we can see the stillness. Thank you, dear bird. So we can't really see what kind of bird it is. It's night. It's very quick. Above the traveler's head, he's down there. And we see the place better because the turret. And he smote upon the door again a second time. Is there anybody there? He said. So what happens?
Nobody answered him and he knocks again.
Okay, so yeah, we come back to the traveler. We looked up, now we look down again. Now we look down again. Let's put some ground. And he's the only one who makes noises. It's like one time is not enough. You knock on the door, and nobody answers. And now he doesn't knock. He smote upon the door. Why? Why don't we say he knocked again on the door?
He did it harder. He did it harder.
Smite is the word for kill, right?
Smote is like when it's
Yeah, but
maybe he convinced that there is somebody there.
he's a
Somebody
accomplice.
told him that
Mhm.
someone waiting for him
Mhm.
there.
yeah. He could speak up a little bit because it's a very
And
big
you go
place.
there and knock the door hard.
Mhm.
I repeat, he was convinced that somebody is there.
Yeah. It's
Asleep.
like,
Sound
he knows
asleep.
there is somebody there, but nobody answers. So suppose you come to see someone. You know they are there in their house, in their flat. You're like ding dong.
Do it again.
Nobody answers. Knock knock. Nobody answers. How do you feel?
Abandoned.
Confused.
Irked.
Confused.
And now imagine that you had to come a very long way. You're very tired. You put a lot of you had a lot of effort to do it. How do you feel?
You
And
kiss
nobody
it.
answers.
Maybe he needs look for the keys
Exasperated.
in the forest.
It
Oh,
will be a
he
big
needs-
key.
He needs look for the keys in the forest.
Yeah, maybe.
Look for.
So he doesn't know how to go through.
No.
He needs some kind of keys.
Yes,
Yeah, maybe a password.
yes, but
Mystery again.
But actually, as we will read it, you will see that he does need a kind of a password. We will see the password here. It's very interesting.
Maybe he's afraid of being alone.
Maybe. Well, he has his horse.
Let me in, let me in.
Yeah. Does he want to get in?
Of
That's
course.
another question. Maybe not really. Maybe he has a task. Because as we read to the end, we never find out what exactly is his mission here. But we know there is outside of the forest the traveler, and inside this house, which is like a shelter, separated place, which does not answer. Okay. Is there anybody there? He said. So he's not very imaginative. He has his little program, something that he has to ask, He just asks it again. Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? He said. Do you, as you look at it or read it, how do you hear it? Do you hear it, him saying it in the same way, or do you think he says it in some different manner?
Louder, maybe.
Maybe louder?
Not maybe, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Irritated.
He screams.
Yes. Uh-huh. So it's very funny because in the poem, hello, we don't have it. We don't have it in the poem. It's very neutral. He said. Said is a neutral word. Not he cried, not he yelled. But as we read it, we hear it, how loud it is. Because we can feel this silence around him. And silence is speaking. Silence is very loud. And he doesn't like it. Do you like silence?
A lot.
Sometimes.
Do you like the sounds of silence?
So.
Depends on the time.
Yeah, depends.
Yeah.
So if you just go quiet for a while, how do you feel?
Refreshed.
Relaxed.
I think at midnight in the deep forest he preferred to be in the house.
Yeah, but what kind of a house is it?
It's a ruin, yeah, it's a relic.
It's a very strange
It's
house.
a den of thieves.
We don't know.
And his accomplice is asleep inside.
We don't know. We don't know that. We know that he wants to get into a strange house, and it's a strange house because it's in the forest. What do we know about forests?
Actually, we don't know if he wants to get in.
We don't know if he wants to get in. We know he wants to contact someone who is
Yes.
in. That's what we know. That's the only thing we know.
Give me the money.
So why is it an important place? Why is it in the forest? Why not just somewhere?
Maybe it's a forester house.
Mysterious surroundings.
Maybe it's connected with the path you need to find through the forest to get somewhere.
It's a hideaway, definitely.
Maybe it's because the author describes past when there were not so many of towns and countrysides, and there were many forests. And as is the traveler, he's just going through the forest.
Yes, maybe.
Those were the times when we had forests.
Yeah.
So,
The environment was good.
if you look at culture, at fairy tales, at mythologicals, it's all with us. It never goes away. You may think you're very modern people, but it never goes away. It's still with us. What do we know about forests?
Eerys. Eerys
They're
live there.
magical places
They're magical places. Yes.
that conceal some mystery, some treasure.
Mhm.
Usually.
Mushrooms.
Yeah. So that's where you go to find yourself. That's where you go to find out who you really are. If you're a hero or just a stupid little
Coward.
Yes.
And
So he
also,
goes all the way
could
there.
it be a metaphor for your life path?
Yes, of course it could be. So in that case, what happens here? You walk all the way through this labyrinth of your life, your task. You come to your like center, and no one answers.
Ground zero.
Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holy Grail.
It's too late.
It's not
Sorry.
late. It's not late. It's something different.
It's midnight.
We
it's too
don't
late.
know the key yet. Yet. So one thing is to come to this center, but it's only a half of your task. You may think that go all that long way is a task. Yes, in a way. But to do this final step, to make this final step, might take you just the same amount of your power as to go to it, to get to it. So the first half of the task is to go all that long way. The second half is to find out why you're there. What was the point of your journey? So he doesn't know it yet. He just knows, I had to come here. I had to knock knock. Who's there? Nobody answers. Okay, let's repeat. Knock knock. Who's there? Yeah, and you can just stand there and repeat it till eternity. It won't help you. Something has to change. So let's see if something changes. Is there anybody there? He said. but no one descended to the traveler. No head from the leaf-fringed seal leaned over and looked into his grey eyes, where he stood perplexed and still. That's my absolutely most favorite bit in all poetry,
Okay.
really. Can you see why? It's so beautiful, so amazing, so mind-boggling.
Because it reflects the human. His soul. Grey eyes reflect his soul.
Yeah, maybe, but also, he says, is there, does he say, what color
Anybody?
do I use?
Anybody? No one.
Yeah, anybody, no one. He says, is there any body?
No.
But no one descends to a traveler. So we have this place where no one lives. That's the place where one lives. Yeah? One traveler,
One horse.
horse,
One bird.
one, not like one number, but one like when you speak in general. Someone, somebody. That's a place of bodies. But as we know when we read to the end, there are no bodies in the tower.
On the phantom.
They don't have any bodies, so there is no body. Is there any body there? There is nobody. There are ones, no ones, more precisely.
So somebody did descend it.
Yes, that's the beauty of English.
There was no one.
That's the beauty of English because you can do this a bit of magic. Now we have this phantom scene where we can see it. We can see this strange figure coming down and then it's gone. It's no one. We can see this strange head, just head, no body, a strange head looking out from the window and then it's gone. It's a phantom head, no head. Because if it never existed, then it's a little bit too